Question everything, trust nothing, except for your boy CryptoKeeper. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's the semifinals. I am excited. Welcome to Crypto Wars. Specifically today, it's Thursday. We've got the 1v1 of Trading Wars. For those of you that are new here, Trading Wars, I force the traders to trade live, and we're putting them in a position that's very difficult, very tough. I would tell all of you, you probably shouldn't be copy trading during this show. These guys are just trying to beat each other on a live basis, week to week. We started off with 10 people. We are down to 2 people in the final. That is Bullish Trader and OC Guy. And there's 2 people backstage, which I'm going to bring up in just a second, that are going to be battling 1v1 today. That's Drew Wolfer and TradeFly. I'm excited to have them on. It's going to be a great day today. They are free to trade. They can hear me backstage, so they're free to trade. We're going to dive into some charts today. Hopefully do a little bit more charting for all of you that have been asking for that. Just want to throw that out there. Going to try to dig into the charts a little bit more. We'll talk everything from Bitcoin to meme coins today on the show in between trades. So just wanted to throw that out there. Let me jump into the chat, and then I will dive in and bring the gentleman up first in the house with his coffee, ready to rock. Caffeinated Crypto in the house. And Caffeinated Crypto, I also saw your gifting of a membership. So I already put you on the wheel. So I appreciate you for that. For those of you that are wondering what that is, got a game called Flip or Hodl. 5x any super chats or gifting of memberships that you guys do today. If you want to throw those in there, you can support the channel and get your opportunity to win up to $5 grand. TradeFly's in the chat. Mr. J is in the chat. Who else we got up in here? Army Piper's in the house. He is ready. Good to see you, Army. I was talking about you earlier today to somebody. French Toaster. Glad that you are here. Who else we got? We got anybody else in here? A lot of repeats. And I'm getting down. Jet is in the house. Said, I need Trader Geo on the show ASAP. Well, Trader Geo, if you're out there, send me a message. Jet, send me a message on X. My X platform is at CryptoWarz with a Z. OG. All right, let's pull them up. Who we got? We got Drew Wolfer. What's up, Drew? Good to see you.
Not on mute anymore. All right, it's all good, bro.
Unmuted. What up, bro?
It's all good, man. Everything's good. We got a nice little market pump the other day, so I think everybody's riding high on that right now. We'll see where it goes. We're going to do a little bit of TA today for everybody. I know Keeper's gonna do some probably decent analysis, probably top down for on Bitcoin. We're going to talk to you about a couple of others that I'm bullish on, and then also I think I'm going to do ETH. I think I've been assigned ETH. So we're going to give you some TA today. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it as well. TradeFly in the house. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on. Super appreciative of it. And
how was the nap? How was the nap?
I'm going to be looking at Bitcoin and then Pepe and a little bit of Gucci.
A little bit of coochie. Did we just do this on the live? All right, I like it.
Yeah, it happened, dude.
I want to say something totally
Strange.
off topic, but I keep getting dinged on the lives for copyright strikes. So the day before, Army comes on, and Army showed something from the movie Troy, right? All right, copyright strike. Then yesterday, I'm scrolling through X, and for 10 seconds, I asked people about a WWE thing that came up on. I was asking what the Undertaker's move was, where it's like that choke slam thing that he does, right?
That's one of them.
I forget the tombstone. Is that what it's called? There it is. Okay, the tombstone pile driver, bro. I was trying to get that right. So I pulled that up, and then today I jump onto YouTube. I've got another one. I'm like, wait a minute, what is it? And then I look into it, and that's what it is. I'm like, damn, I cannot pull up X on here without getting in trouble. So I'm probably going to stay away from X, other than just showing maybe my page here. Huge shout out real quick. Hold on a second. This is ridiculous. Jason Casper, bro, a $200 super chat, bro. That is not called for, but I very much appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. Jason, listen, if you guys aren't following Jason Casper, this man is freaking fantastic to watch. He's funny, and does really, really well on the chart. So if you guys aren't following Jason Casper, he was on season 1 of Trading Wars, and I'm trying to dig in there and send him little text messages to get him back. So Jason, I appreciate
that was gonna be
you,
one
bro.
of my suggestions for sure.
Dude, he's awesome.
Jason, he's good.
Yeah, dude's an animal.
Yeah.
He's an absolute animal.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on back home, I think, with the family and whatnot. So he's been a little bit out of pocket. But damn, yeah, I'd love to get you back, Jason. So hey, thank you very much for the super chat, and you just took over the wheel. So I've got you, bro. Thank you very much for the support, dude. That means a lot. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into it. Let me first check out the markets. Again, you guys are free to trade, so do.
I'm already in a trade, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, we'll talk about that just a second.
That's what we're here for, man.
That's
it's
what
either
we're here for.
Put up or shut up. Like we gotta we gotta blow it out of the park or we gotta go home.
I like it. It's going one way or the other for
I had
for one of
homework.
you.
I was the one in the background, man.
I was doing homework. Keeper had me doing homework. I didn't get into a trade yet. Let's check the market cap. So we're at 2.467. Let me update this because sometimes this can be a little off. 2.471. There we go. Just had a pump. 2.471 trillion with a T dollars. Let's zoom in a little bit. Bitcoin 65,197. Love to see that above 65. That's up 5.4% on the week. ETH down just a hair, but hey, we're creeping back on 3K. Love to see that. BNB at 567. Solana, which one project that we'll be talking about here in a little bit, is moving a little bit. It's down on the hour, but it's up about 8%. So like to see that above that $150 mark. Toncoin up almost 10%, doing what Toncoin does at $6.74. And I want to shout out, guys. I keep talking about Toncoin. Yeah, I'm talking about Tonald, and I'm talking about this, that, and the third. But Toncoin specifically, stop being lazy. That's my message to everybody. Stop being freaking lazy. It is not hard to jump on to a different platform than you are used to buy an asset. And I can tell you, I know Americans, I'm not supposed to tell you to use MEXC, but use a VPN and jump on MEXC and buy it and transfer it to the TradeKeeper wallet and get yourself some access to some of this stuff because I'm telling you, you guys missing out. All right, let me scroll a little bit farther down, double check. I'm not even going to pull this up on the screen, but Kaspa is at about 11.8 cents. Tell you what, I've been mining that for a while now. It's been doing great in terms of, you know, the amount of Kaspa coming in. I just need this chart to pump. And then VeChain's at 3.5 cents. Those are the ones that I am always checking in on.
I love VeChain. I love VeChain.
I do too,
will echo
dude.
that all day.
Yeah, and you know what? They sponsoring the UFC, I think, is a huge piece. So my buddy AJ writes crypto. Many of you know AJ. Shout out to AJ. Really good dude. He does a lot of stuff for VeChain, and they bring him to the fights and I keep on kind of poking at him as well, trying to say, hey, let me get linked in there with the VeChain fam because I really do like. I like the utility behind VeChain. I'm not so big on all the, you know, ESG type narrative stuff that they do, you know, talk about, right? That is part of it. But hey, if we can live in a better world and more sustainable, I'm all about it. I just, you know, disagree with some of the narrative that gets thrown out there. But yeah, I'm looking for VeChain to be well, let me ask you, Drew, you like VeChain. What kind of, okay, we're at 3.5 cents right now. If you had to throw a number on this run, I know people don't like doing this, but I'm just curious. Where do you see VeChain going? It went to 27 cents last
yeah, last bull run it was at 27 cents. I've actually put this in a couple of videos. I could see it cracking back up towards that all-time high. If I were to put an X on it, I would say more like the 7X range. If we're at 3 cents, we'll just say we're at 3 cents or something like that. I would say close to a 6 to 7X because I think those.
Oh, so you don't think it'll hit all-time highs again?
It could. It depends on what everything else does. I always have to throw that disclaimer because if Bitcoin doesn't absolutely double, then I don't think most of these projects are hitting all-time highs. But if Bitcoin does double and ETH goes to 10K too, I think it opens the door for everything to potentially smash all-time highs. The only thing I will caution people on, everybody's going to say, VeChain's going to $1, right? Or this is going to $7 million or whatever the coin is, right? People just throw out arbitrary numbers because it sounds good. Pay attention to market caps, man. Because that matters. Like a lot of people are saying Solana's going to, what was it? It was like $2,000 or something like that. People were saying wild stuff. Yeah. And I was like, yo, that market cap would be bigger than Bitcoin right now, like by substantially if they did that. And so you just got to pay attention to that. You know, if something's at a $3 trillion market cap, that's the size of Apple. Does it have the utility that the Apple company that's been established for 30 plus years has? So just understand that when you're looking at this stuff. That's my disclaimer. Well, but I can see 20 cents.
Okay, so yeah, so I was thinking more towards 35 to 40 cents, you know, a 10-ish X, something like that. But so listen, I want to throw this out there, and here's what people don't understand. When they go back to last bull run and they say, well, it went to this, okay? What Drew is ultimately saying is that, guess what? The tokenomics are important because guess what? They had so many tokens in play at a certain time. Now, how many tokens are? So you have to be able to do some of that math. That's the fundamental understanding of the crypto space when you start looking at market caps. Because if there's a lot of times when we look and analyze a project, we'll look, well, how many of these are actually like out? How many of these have been already in circulation? How many can still? And then you look at like inflation, possibilities, et cetera, et cetera. Those are all really important things to pay attention to. So good call.
Yep.
All right. Let's start with, before I even chart Bitcoin, talk to me about trades. Drew, you said you are in a trade. Talk to me about what you're looking at.
Yeah, since we're trading in the worst conditions known to mankind literally ever, courtesy of your boy Keeper, I am looking at very, very short-term trades. I suck at everything TA wise. I suck at charting. I'm just, something in my brain works right and correctly enough to make me profitable by just spotting trends, looking at trend lines, moving averages, and the occasional fibs, right? So I'm more of a swing trader. Like, I will be in trades for days sometimes, right? Unless it hits where I want it to be, and then boom, I'm out. No one's ever going to get mad at you for taking profit. So that's my disclaimer, right? It doesn't matter. So what I'm doing right now is a totally degen trade. I'm on Bitcoin. And I'm going for like the smallest of pumps, right? I'm going from like the 65,250 level up to just shy of 65.5 because I pulled a little, this is on the 5-minute chart. Let
me see your chart.
Okay. I'll show you my, give me 1 second. Let me share.
Yeah. And fam, if you have not already smash the like. And while he pulls this up, I want to shout out my sponsors. Thank you to Validity. If you guys are just letting your ETH sit around, listen, fix that problem. Get creative. Use something like Validity. They have been fantastic to work with. Don't be stupid. Use High IQ if you're looking for a good indicator. And then also shout out to our sponsor that is ultimately providing all of the liquidity, CoinW. Thank you, CoinW, for providing the money. They sponsor me. They don't sponsor the traders. All right, what you got, Drew?
So I basically just pulled a couple of like short-term fibs on the 1 hour and then let it translate over to the 5-minute. It looks like I just got a little bit more on my position, which is great. So we'll see how it plays out. Anyways, I pulled this short-term fib from here all the way up to the top where we were at, yesterday or whatever, the day before that. No, it was yesterday. And kind of where we topped out at the 65, it was about 66.5 range, something like that. And then I pulled a shorter term one right here to just see if there was any like confluence in any of these levels. And there was. So like when I go back to my 5-minute chart, and I obviously I'm terrible at doing this stuff, but there's like 2 little resistances here that I almost see that. My eyes see that. And my brain reads that as that's a pocket. If we can get above this, which we did, and then I entered the trade, and then obviously the very next candle went red, right? We closed the candle above it. Then I was like, okay, then we might be able to come up here to this next kind of more long-term resistance level right here. And you can kind of see that this thing has been following that level. It's hit it. It's touched it a couple of times. So that's going to provide some resistance for us. So I was like, okay, maybe we can take it from here up to here. As you can see, I'm already down $12. As I talk, I'm getting wrecked. So I'm probably actually going to put another order in right down here and try to take it up a little bit, probably maybe into the in-between of these two. And I'm just doing like a straight up degen, just quick flip. Let's get it. Get me a little ripper. That way I can make some profits.
Yeah, for sure. Crypto Independent, I see you said you didn't get your notification. That is definitely a CryptoWarz special. The YouTube gods do not love your boy Keeper. So we're working on that. We're working on it. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. TradeFly, are you in a trade yet?
I am. I'm trying to get out of it right now, actually.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna sneak in and look. I'm gonna put it back there. Let's see. You're on Bitcoin right now. At least that's what I'm looking at on CoinW. What do you got? You're positive about 5.36%, about a $13 winner right now. Are you trying to market out because you're about to lose that money?
I'm about to limit. Yeah.
About to lose it.
Yeah. No.
Are you at a key level of? So I'll let you obviously exit out of your trade, but were you at a key level, and that's why you're trying to exit right now? Or you're just saying, hey, I'm happy with this trade, I'm going to exit.
I just see a little bit of support there.
Okay. So. All right. So we were just looking for a short-term opportunity. How long were you in that trade?
Probably 5 minutes.
Probably 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Cool. So I personally like to trade Bitcoin, and it's only because I am a newer trader. I've only really truly been trading for maybe a year or so, and really more the last maybe 6-7 months been doing that. And so because Bitcoin leads these markets, for me, that's where I was told, hey, you should start there, because everything else genuinely does kind of follow the idea of what's happening in Bitcoin. So let me pull up real quick my chart. If I can zoom out here. Here we go. All right. So I've got Bitcoin at right now. We are at 65,103 now. I drew some trend lines here and pulled a volume profile a little while ago. The number that I'm looking for, a couple different numbers, but one of them is this value area high today. So I was looking at, I had a trend line coming up through here. I'm on the 15-minute chart, right? And I was looking for that to probably break down through. I should have drawn my little squiggles. I did not get them. I did not get them in, but we are looking at we broke down through my trend line there on that. Is that technically, I meant to ask you guys this, would this technically be an ascending triangle, or am I calling that out incorrectly?
I mean,
I think that's an ascending triangle.
yeah, you can call it that for sure.
I can call it that. Well, no, I don't want do you know, like, is that technically, I've looked at so many different ways that people call out it, for example, a bull flag, or they call out a bear flag, and I've seen them drawn different.
I mean, the way that you have it drawn, it's a textbook ascending triangle for sure.
Okay.
So I would say erring on the side of that's what it is. Yeah,
okay.
I would say.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, so it's broken down through this ascending triangle. So the next level that I'm looking at as a key number, and it happens to be really close to a big whole number, is right here. If I actually extended this over, right here, this is the value area high over the last day. It's about at 60, right around 64.9, 65K ish right there. So I think that is going to be the next level of support. Maybe we'll get a little bounce from that area, but I'm definitely paying attention to that 65K number. Also, on top of that, as I go down into the prime oscillators, we've got a little bit of a movement to the downside. Market cipher B, though, on the good news here, we have just printed, or are currently printing, a green dot. Money flow looks like it might be moving back, hopefully, to the upside. It's kind of bottoming out right here, which would be nice to see. And same thing with the high IQ oscillator. It looks like it's kind of making that nice little curve at the bottom. That generally will continue that pattern to the upside. So maybe we will bounce off exactly where I'm talking about here at that 65-ish K level right here, and then head back the upside, maybe back into my beautiful little ascending triangle. Gentlemen, do we have key levels that we're looking at with Bitcoin right now? And is 65K one of them? Is it not? I guess I'll start with you, TradeFly, if you want to talk to me about Bitcoin, if you're not actively messing with a trade.
Yeah, well, so
well, if you are, I don't want to pull you out of doing that.
I
want you to do your thing,
because I see it breaking down a little bit. So I was on the 5-minute chart initially. I was just trying to look for a trend, right?
Okay.
And I was like, okay, trend is definitely down and right. So that's kind of what I'm going to stick with. And I went over to the 1-minute chart, and I switched it on TradingView. I don't have that up right now, but I switched it to Heikin-Ashi. And one of the things I'm looking at is market structure.
Okay.
So you got a trend down and right, and then let's see if I can actually paint it. I can. So you have here, it goes down, it comes up. So I basically have a lower high. And then when you're looking at on Heikin-Ashi, which I don't have on here, but what I'm looking at is these here.
Yep.
You want to see them have flat bottoms. You want 3 in a row, flat bottoms, and then this first red candle, you want a flat top. That's an entry for me.
Hold on a second. You're saying you don't want a wick?
Nah, but it's on Heikin-Ashi, so it looks different. It's volume weighted.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay,
like cool. I said, here it looks a little different, but that first flip, that's what I was looking for, and then I do a 2-to-1 risk to reward. I put the stop over this. Obviously this area right here, which is resistance, and I just played it down to support. So 2-to-1 would have put me underneath of it, so it could actually play out. But I saw support, and I figured I'll take the win. I'll add to the old portfolio, and I'll just walk away and look for the next setup.
Talk to me about why that particular setup is a quote 2-to-1, and what does that mean for somebody that's newer to trading?
Yeah, so it's basically just 2-to-1 risk to reward, and that is a very conservative risk to reward. A lot of times people play 3-to-1. Basically, if you win one trade, then you can lose a couple and still be profitable. 2-to-1 is just a lot more conservative. So because of the show and because of using high leverage, and a lot of pressure on, making these trades, I shortened my risk reward. I mean, a 1-to-1's no, I mean, that's just
You don't have to have
you
don't have to have massive wins on this show, as we've seen, to be able to be successful, because it's such tough market conditions and you're being forced to trade. So you're just trying to say, hey, listen, I'm going to kind of curb a little bit of the potential for a big loss there, and also understanding that my upside is just going to be a little bit less as well, right?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, you're better at articulating that aspect of it. But
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, so that was kind of the setup I was looking at, and now I'll just wait and hopefully Drew goes underwater, and I'll just live to fight another day. That's what I've been doing. I've just been nickel and diamond through the last like 3-4 episodes, but it's working.
I love it. Crypto fam, if you are not following Drew, if you're not following TradeFly, make sure to check them out. I've got their links down below the stream. They ain't getting paid to be on here. I'm going to tell you that right now. And if you guys aren't trading, I've got my link pinned in the chat. If you're here for Drew, sign up under Drew's link. If you're here for TradeFly, sign up under his link. We would just appreciate the support. There's like 40K still sitting there to be got from some of you. And then also some people want to come on the show. And so next season, the game plan is to have Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays being dedicated to Trading Wars. Tuesdays will be the audience. So Mondays will be the influencers, Tuesdays will be the audience, and then Thursdays will be the 1v1s, which guess what? When people get kicked, it's going to be an audience member versus an influencer. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's coming up next season. Next season's supposed to start on June. Allow me to look into my calendar. Of course, I've got a customer texting me. I guess that'll be June 3rd is the game plan as of now. I'm just trying to tighten up the roster on everybody that's coming in. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta hit a pause real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, you guys are good. You can keep going. If somebody actually do me a favor. Drew, if you're not actively trying to execute a trade right now, can you talk to me about ETH for a minute? Pull up a chart and talk to me about ETH. I just need to.
I am.
You're in the middle of the trade. Okay. Yeah,
my
no
shit is getting wrecked right now.
No worries.
I'll look at Bitcoin. I'll follow you up on that, and then say some things we're looking at there. Ooh. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart right now. As you can see, there is a rising wedge that's developed, and it is honoring that. You can see a rejection right there. We talked about that a little bit on our show today. You also got into an overbought situation. So that's kind of playing out right now. One of the things you got to keep an eye on here, we have the dynamic reactor. It's specific to chart prime. It's basically an algorithmic moving average. It plays out a lot of both support and resistance. So move is coming down right now. And also what you're finding in conjunction with that is the point of control. So as a swing trader, that's what I kind of look for personally. I kind of let price action come to me. Typically, I don't do the scalping intraday kind of things unless I'm very confident in that, but that's not usually my game. So looking at this, right, what do you see is all of this is starting to line up here at about 62,900, 63,000. All right. So I would be looking for price action to come down there specific to Bitcoin. And I would look for some sort of price action. Now, for me, one of the things that I like to do is when I know that there's a pretty solid area where I can expect a bounce and some kind of price action, I'll look for kind of like a 2-3% move. I'll use a little bit of leverage, and then I'm out. I don't really care about it coming back up and touching another line or any of that. I get in, I make my trade, I get out, and then I wait for the next trade set up. So that's kind of my main strategy personally. So one of the things that I'm looking for right now as a setup on Bitcoin is that. So again, around 63K is a good area. So just overall, if you're kind of zooming out and looking at Bitcoin a little bit from a top-down perspective, give you a couple things here to keep an eye on. So you got your support range right here. Now this support range is both tied to the current levels that we've been experiencing. And then this, I think the bottom one here goes way back to like 2023. And that's where that's pulled. It was one of the tops. So I've come up with this range, and you can see that Bitcoin just came down to that range and actually respected that. You also had confluence, right? Because you developed a trend line. And so it all kind of lined up in this area where you got to bounce, basically a retest of that trend line. You got a true retest plus a support range. You got a lot of confluence in an area looking for a bounce. And that's kind of what we got. So again, just another thing for you guys to look at from a top-down perspective. You got the value area high, which also correlates to the 2021 high, and that's at about 68, some change, about 69K really. So keep eye on that too. If Bitcoin does make a reversal, if it does come off this point of control and gets that bounce up and right, I would definitely look for resistance in that area.
So TradeFly, I missed a bunch of that. Thank you for taking over there for a second. Had a little issue in one of my other businesses I needed to handle. But let me ask you this: the overarching thesis there was bullish or bearish on the short to midterm market on Bitcoin?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you want to call short term, but the very near term, I'm looking probably for price action to come down and touch this area of the point of control. Let me go back to the 4 hour so I can show you that.
Okay, yeah.
I just talked through that a little bit. So there's a couple things you have lining up. You got the point of control. You also have this rising wedge, and then you have the dynamic reactor, which I was telling them is specific to chart prime, but it acts as support and resistance. You can see it right there. Resistance, resistance. Likely to act as support because it's now green. That's showing us that the trend is up and right. So this area, there's a lot of confluence at about 63K. I would look for some kind of price action in the near term off of that. Overall, long term, structure is still very bullish for Bitcoin.
Mr. J says you're a bear, by the way.
Yes, I'm a bear. They always put the little bear on me, and I do a little.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. People call me a bear as well, but I'll tell you, for me, it's my mental stability on a daily basis. If I have the thought process that, hey, I know this is going to do well long term, but you know what, I'm expecting some price action to the downside, and then I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, right? I just keep those thoughts internal to myself as much as possible, and then when it does move up and to the right, I'm like, hell yeah, I was full on ready for it to move down, and it moved up.
I can see in Drew's face he made a trade.
Drew either just got smoked.
You're gonna win today, dude. I was paying attention to your TA and I was not watching. I got liquidated, bro.
You got what?
It's over. Yeah. No, there's no way you don't win today. I think I just gave back all of my profits.
Hold on a second. You got liquidated.
Liquidated.
The whole account.
No, not the whole account. No, my trade got liquidated.
Let me pull it up. Let me see it.
Well, there's nothing to see now. There's nothing to see. That was good TA, bro. It was riveting. I was like paying attention to it, and I was like, damn. Then I saw the number on the side of the screen. I was like, I don't have a stop set. It's all good.
It was my strategy.
Right?
That's good.
Lull him to sleep with some really good TA. Get him all invested.
Yeah, it was
how
good.
Big of a hit did you take?
Yeah, see, dude, I gave back like $300, bro.
Well, guess what?
$350.
Hey, guess what? I got good news for you. Whoops, I didn't mean to pull your screen there. TradeFly, my bad. There you go. My bad. Drew, this is where things can get really exciting on Trading Wars. Okay, you're down. Oh shit! You know what? I've got your numbers written down from last week. Your numbers were actually, I didn't write that down at the start, but I've got it from last week.
I'm at 862, dude. At this point, I'm down like 350.
But you were down. You were at 12.10. I had you down at 12.10.35, right? So 12.10.35. Yeah, I know. But here, I'm gonna give you some good news here. Hold on a second. And then TradeFly. You know what, TradeFly? I didn't have your number from last week because you weren't actively. I wasn't actively asking your number. Yeah, I know you did. What was your number?
Yeah.
I know
it was
he knows you're not going to
1047 coming in, and right now it's at 1050.
Okay. All right. So boom. All right. So Drew, the good news, good sir, is that you, my friend, have not actually put up the dollars in that account, so you can get wild, and we can have some fun on Trading Wars, and we can get some big trades popping off here in a minute. Hey, listen, I have seen Ben make $400 or $500 on a trade on here before. I've seen AJ do the same thing. You're probably going to have to explore the shitcoin world. That's just a fact. And you're probably going to have to explore some high leverage. So this could be interesting.
I did that with Blood. I was down big.
Oh, that's true. You were down a bunch and had some profitable trades to come back. Yeah.
We've still got time. We've got like an hour left.
I thought you lost the whole account. I was like, oh boy. I'm like trying to get into my own account.
To risk it all. About to go 86200x leverage Pepe. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you think you're going to look at? Are you trying to look at something super small? Like when I pull up, so let me pull this up for everybody to see. When I take a peek at the stuff on CoinW, let's see. Hopefully it didn't log me out. Okay, so pull this up. Here we go. So Floki is going to be one of those. Pepe, Rats, Sats, and Shib are kind of the, you know, the players in the crap coin space there. Let's take a look over at Crypto Bubbles. Let's look at Crypto Bubbles. Okay, look at this. Not Coin, which is on Ton. That is kind of the one-click money. I have no idea why it's doing that. Let's take a look. Is Not Coin? I doubt it. I'm going to doubt it that they have
it. Literally tapped my liquidation and then bam, right up.
That's the game.
Right? That works.
It was like almost to the dollar. Like it was like, I think Bitcoin went to like, what was it? 64.7, 64,700, and my liquidation was at 64.02 or 64,702.
I can't tell you how many times I have, and I don't trade large enough numbers. I'm not CryptoFace. I'm not Jason Casper, right? So I'm not making these huge trades. But I can't tell you the number of times that it feels when you're trading like somebody is hunting. It genuinely feels like, because it will just go down and boop, tap it, and it's like, oh yeah, back to where we were headed. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like that.
Sometimes. I mean, they know, like it's on. Like when you have a leveraged trade, like they know where that's at. Like you can look it up.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so I know the market makers will do, you know, some of exactly what you're saying. But to a point, I think that to me, it would make sense that they either have some sort of a program, and I could be wrong. I'm thinking this through. They either have some sort of a program that can look at effectively, you know, how you guys have the heat maps or whatever that you like to use, or the people.
That's why I love it.
So if they have a live heat map that's actually not just projected, but like the real numbers right
for their
now,
exchange,
if they 100%. Have that, now I can see, you know, a high, you know, they see me, you, Drew, like, you know, a bunch of people getting in around and looking at the same type of numbers. That self-fulfilling prophecy for the exchange becomes, hey, we need to go after that. I could see that. The other thing I could see is them looking at big orders and saying, okay, here's and I wonder, like when CryptoFace makes multi-million-dollar trades, right? I wonder how
he's getting away with it.
I wonder how he protects himself, because they are big numbers. The exchange can see those numbers, but I think what it really is that he does it on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is so huge that the $1 million in the grand scheme of things,
he's
honestly,
not Big Daddy there.
It's not. It's really not. You know. So I don't know. The only way I could see that is like an exchange. Actually, look, Dave Digital's saying it right here. The only way I could see it is exactly what Dave's saying right here. It's not personal unless it's a small exchange with low asset liquidity, and you do have to be careful. I've got an exchange coming after me right now, and you know I'm in with CoinW. I'm not going anywhere. So, but they're asking, and they are brand new. I looked into it just to see what it was. Really low liquidity, right? And the first thing, my alarms are going off. Like, you know what? Build your stuff. Good luck. I'm not going to be a part of that, because I know that the smaller that is, it's like with the meme coin space, right? The easier it is to manipulate, and we're talking a lot of freaking money, you know. Yeah. So Only You says they can see the depth of the market. There are tools for that, and also on Twitter there are groups that have access to such stuff. Good to know. Only You. I don't think I've seen your name on here before. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for sure.
Yeah, somebody said too that Face doesn't use a stop.
Oh, that he doesn't use a stop. You know what? I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Face. I love CryptoFace.
He's on.
Is he in here? Oh yeah, I see it. He said, "Hey, I'm here. You guys are talking about me." Yeah. CryptoFace. Shout out to CryptoFace. $20 super chat. Thank you for the support, bro. Love you, bro. Hey, I shot you a text message. I'm just wondering. So Face has been trying to help me with some stuff in the background, right? And he said something really funny to me yesterday. He's like, bro, the algorithm does not like your face, or something like, right? Like me putting myself on the thumbnails, because I'm struggling right now.
That like generic girl today.
Yeah. He was like, dude, put a female on there, put somebody different on there, put something different on there. You know what I mean? And I was laughing because the reality is he probably is 100% on track. They're like, yeah, nope, we don't like that guy. We're gonna. Whoop. Yeah. That's so funny. But thank you, CryptoFace, for the support, bro. And yeah, it could be the fact that he's not using a stop. I watch him quite a bit, but I wasn't thinking that through. That's probably a very good point. CryptoFace, you can weigh in here, bro. Are you? Do you think that it is that indeed that you're not using a stop that is an indication or I guess a factor in them not chasing down some of your trades. I'd love to hear that from you. All right, so we are about 37 minutes in. We are going to do the wheel today. Same rules as per the normal. We'll do that in about 8 minutes. It'll be a $2,000 margin. You can get there however you want with whatever leverage you would like to do, but it'll be $2,000 margin. So we'll get into that on the shitcoin wheel. And yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Appreciate you, bro. Again, thanks for being here. All right, so what else we got? Okay, so we've talked about Bitcoin. I pulled a chart on Bitcoin. You've got Bitcoin. Okay, cool. Let's dive back into the charts. So, well, first, before I do that, TradeFly, Drew, or actually I'll ask you TradeFly right now because Drew's at a significant disadvantage. Could you chart something right now?
Yeah, I can pull up Pepe.
Okay.
I know.
So yeah, let's look at a couple. Let's look at the other side of the market. A lot of people are invested in the meme coin space. So I want to go over 2 of them. Do Pepe for me, and then a little bit later, I'm not going to call it out yet. We'll talk about that Solana token that has been doing so well for my portfolio recently. And let's take a look at that because people are so heavily invested in the meme coin space. But I've heard, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. I've heard people say, well, you can't chart these. Well, my understanding is you can chart them. You can chart anything, right? But it plays different. It plays a different ball game, right?
It's tough. Like, so one of the things a lot of times when I'm on the show, people will hit me up and they'll be like, yo, can you chart this? And I look at it and I'm like, yeah, no crap that you want me to chart this right now. It just went up 200 to 300%. And like, it's way past like its initial like entry. So I'm like, this is really hard. Like, because you can put a fib extension on it. A lot of times when you look at them, like it's already past that. Yep. And so the only thing that you could really do is I tell you, it's almost without fail, brother. They say, hey, can you chart this? And I can instantly tell you it's going down. Like it's going to pull back because everyone is talking about it and everyone's like, oh, like check this out. So I always put a fib retracement on it. And I'm like, hey, why don't you wait till it pulls back to this level, or at least give it a look-see when it pulls back to this level. And to be honest with you, that's exactly what I would do on Coochie right now, looking at that chart as well, because that thing just popped off. So like, where do you get in? Like, do you get in at the top, or do you kind of wait to see if it pulls back to a level and kind of settles out, builds a range, consolidates, and then once you're nice and comfortable, then that's your entry. Because like right now, I would be terrified to get into Coochie without some kind of range.
Well, so I want to say this, and then I'll have you chart. We'll start with Pepe, but I want to say this. One of the things that I do think that I like to chart that I use for Bitcoin, I think is actually very valuable on the meme coin space is the volume profiles, because think about it, right? Especially in these meme coins where people are actively maybe making smaller moves, but having larger liquidity grabs from it, right? There's bigger moves with smaller amounts of money. If you can see those levels that are, that are active in those, because a lot of people they'll pull their initials, right? And so if you can see a ton of volume coming in, do a little bit of wallet searching, et cetera, coming in at a certain point, I think that's really valuable. The fibs, like you're talking about, it's funny you said that. If you guys haven't joined my Telegram group, I've got Keepers Degens. That Telegram group is underneath the link or underneath the stream. Check that out. Somebody was talking about pulling a fib late last night, about pulling fibs on a meme coin. And I was like, wait a minute. You're pulling fibs on a meme coin? I'm not hating. I'm just really asking the question. You pull fibs on them? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, why not?
Yeah. I do it all the time. Dude,
I just feel like they're so all over the place, right? Like not Pepe, not Dogecoin. I'm talking about like the small charting, stuff.
Man, it still works because it'll pull back. You'll see it over and over again. It'll pull back to a golden pocket and it'll find support there because there's nothing else for people to find, especially when they have these exponential moves up and right. Like what are you going to do? Like,
let me play devil's advocate. Yeah. When I pull fibs, right, there's so many options, bro. It almost damn can't miss one of the fibs. Damn. That's how I feel about it. Am I wrong? Like, I'm literally just playing devil's advocate here. There is a lot of lines on that freaking chart when you pull it.
Hey, real quick, can you tell me how to set a
conditional order?
Trailing, like a trailing stop loss, right? on these because I don't know how to set a stop loss. And I was trying to set a stop loss, but it hit my order. It's profitable. It's great. I've made like $75. Cool.
Oh, shit.
But I wanted to try to set a trailing stop loss. So does anybody know how to do that?
Well, if they don't have trailing stops, TradeFly, maybe you know, but if they don't have trailing stops, go in and change your stop. Raise your stop.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I haven't been doing it like that. I take these like super like quick trades that move like minute.
Drew, where's the trade?
Yeah,
you just made $75 on a trade.
Yeah.
That's freaking great.
Yeah, tell us more.
Yeah, let's hear about it. So go in and go in and raise it. Go in and raise it. Just change it.
$90. My bad.
$90. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Did you pull it, or you're saying you're up 90 right now?
No, it's done. It hit my order. Yeah,
you just want to know for future reference.
I just wanted to know because like I wanted to set a trailing stop or something along those lines. Cause like if you see, I got out at 479.45, which is like where it's at now, but it went all the way up to the high of was like 79.81. This is on FTM.
Yeah.
So thank you for pulling up the bubbles to show me the FTM was getting volume. But yeah, I entered, let's see. It says I entered at, it doesn't say. Here, I'll just show you the order history. Isolated open long. I entered at, where is it at, man? I can't read anything.
It's too small for me to be able to see, so you're gonna
limit force. Okay, right here. Yeah, I think this is it. I entered at 78 cents, 0.52, and then I got out at like 79.
What were you at, 100x?
45 cents. Huh?
What were you at, 100x?
I think 50.
50x leverage.
Yeah, I just maxed it, bro. Whatever the max was, I hit it. Because I gotta make some moves, man.
Yeah,
let's see let's see if it added anything.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
we're almost back to break even at the 1,000. We're at 945, so not bad.
Hey, TradeFly, you better strap in, bro. My
yeah,
man over here
I'm
making moves. All right,
over here talking.
Don't let.
But I gotta make a lot of money to make it right, don't I?
But do you? Because ultimately, I mean, yes, you're still going to need to make a few hundred more bucks. So yes, for sure, you still got to make some big moves. But I mean, you're almost to $1,000 back to even. So a couple $100 and maybe TradeFly just has a flat day and you're there. It's not going to take that much right now. I think right off the top of my head, I'd say if you made $250 and TradeFly doesn't do anything today, I think you're going to be right there. So just throwing that out there.
So I basically need to be back to where I was, which was 12.10, and then make a little bit of money.
Depending on what TradeFly does. If we can distract him enough, right, then maybe he can do what you did and not put a stop in and get smoked on something. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, I got smoked, bro.
No. Okay.
Do you have to like scroll over to the right to find the stops?
Hold on a second.
Or the stop, because I couldn't even. All I have is close and close all, and then it asks me if I want to market or limit.
Yeah, there's a TPSL.
TPSL. Okay, got it.
Yep. If you check that, it'll then pull up the box for you to be able to. I thought
mine was really weird initially. Like and I talked to the guy about it. When you're at 100%, at least on mine, I had to zoom out to actually see all of the options. So I had to change my zoom level.
It literally looked like everything was there, but you couldn't see it all.
Yeah.
So you had to. So you could have scrolled over, but you were just zoomed in, so it looked like it was everything, but you couldn't see it all.
At 100%, you're going in like zoom level. It would not show
it's too tight.
Yeah. So I hit the dude up. I let him know. I'm like on Google Chrome.
Right.
Like at 100%, it wasn't showing up until I zoomed out.
Interesting. I would have never even thought to zoom out.
Yeah.
It's always something simple, right? It's something dumb.
It's just
there, right?
Wasn't working.
It's just it's simple. All right, so hey, it's 1:45, gents. Time to spin that wheel. So $2,000 margin. I don't care how you get there. Here comes the wheel. We are going to pull it up right now.
I hate this wheel.
Bada bing, bada boom. Here we come.
I've got the ETH. I was doing that while my FTM thing was going. I've got some very like barbarian, like caveman style TA we can get into.
Yeah, we'll pull it here in just a second. We'll do caveman.
This
TA.
is going so slow.
If you want to spin first again.
Who wants to spin first? Drew, I'll have you spin first. You ready?
I'll spin it.
Here we go. $2,000. Don't care how you get there. Oh boy, rats.
No.
This
Rats.
is beat up on some
on this
people.
one.
So my position size just has to be 2K. Got it.
Yeah, I don't care how you get there. It could be 40x at $50, however you want to get there. Yep.
Rats.
All right. And
let's see what TradeFly gets.
TradeFly.
Give him Floki. Shiba.
Actually,
I'll take it.
that's probably going to be easier to chart, but less volatility. So that might actually work out well.
That works for
you
me.
You got 15 minutes, gents, to get in and out of a trade. Hopefully for you, profitably. Drew, hopefully you smoke one out of the park for your sake, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it, right?
I'm shorting it, dude. There's no way. You have to short it.
I have not looked at rats whatsoever.
Dude, that one's hard. That's the one I got last time.
That's the one you got smoked on last. What was it? Was it last show? Or
this not last episode, but the last 1v1.
If any whales are watching,
please sell.
Don't touch these.
Or you want them to touch them in the way that you want them to touch.
Yeah, I don't know if I should tell them what I'm doing or not tell them what I'm doing is the issue.
Well, okay. I'm going to just take a wild guess that the only whale in the chat is CryptoFace, and I highly doubt that he's going to run in and try to counter trade you.
Perfect.
So just throwing that out there. All right, crypto fam. Yeah, if you haven't smashed that like, smash the like. I want to shout out our sponsors one more time. Thank you to CoinW for providing all of the liquidity for the traders to be able to trade. Reminder, the final, which these two are competing for right now, is going to be on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be Bullish Trader going for his second win out of 4 seasons. OC Guy, that would be his first win. And either TradeFly or Drew Wolfer, one of these two gentlemen today, are going to be there. And I think possibly CryptoFace might show up and hang out. That's not confirmed, but we were talking about that might be a possibility. So we'd love to have everybody there. And gentlemen, whoever wins, whoever loses, I'm inviting everybody back for the final on Monday to have some fun, show some charts, and let them chart while you trade if you're one of the 2 people, one of the 3 people rather in the final. So just throwing that out there. What's Bitcoin doing? What do we got here? Bitcoin, is it oh, look at this. It is, if I zoom in a little bit, it is breaking down. Let me get rid of my brush strokes right here. Okay, so we see that that value area high that I have is this red line here from the last day. It's broken through on a 15-minute. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom into a 5-minute. See, yeah. So we take a peek at this. We have broken down through the value area high. So the question then becomes, as we zoom out a little bit, do we head back down further towards something, towards the point of control? I doubt it. We had such a big move. Well, we might move towards it, but we had such a big move right here that we got a long way to go to get back down to the point of control. Like 61.9 would be a nice move to the downside. However, I've seen much stranger things in Bitcoin, so who knows? Drew, you said you had some barbarian TA for me on ETH. Only pull that at the point that you feel comfortable after making and executing some trades. So.
I'm marketing in. Let's get it.
Ooh,
let's do the TA.
Let's
do the TA. I'm marketing in. I'm shorting rats right now, and that's that. 50x, $40. Let's do it.
Boom.
Max it out.
Let's go. Pay attention to it closely. Pay attention to it closely. I do want to tell you that.
I'm paying attention because I'm looking at the opposite direction because Bitcoin is actually testing an area of support right now. There's it was resistance on the 4-hour, so it looks like it's trying to bounce off of that.
Let's see.
Is it right around my? Is it right around my point of control? You're saying right now it's
I mean pretty much right there, probably at about 64.
Or not the point of control, the value area high.
64,670, 64,670, right around there.
And it hit that almost perfectly.
Yep.
Gosh. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get wrecked on this short. Then if it does bounce, I'm gonna be screwed. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do. All right, well, ETH. Let's go to my ridiculous TA on ETH that I did. Partial liquidation already triggered. Jesus Christ.
What?
How is that possible? Let's go. I gotta go back to this chart really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
That doesn't make any sense. This is like where I entered. I entered at 12,861. What's my liquidation? 13 cents. Jesus. Yeah, we got a long ways for it to go before it liquidates me. Let's just get to ETH.
Okay.
CoinW's over here tweaking, man. Okay. So I did like some really just like barbaric TA. It's going to look wild. I started with the 1 day. I didn't really feel like getting into the 1 week. Usually you'll do like top down. I get it. Most people do that, blah, blah, blah. We obviously broke past this big, like long-term kind of resistance that it fell through really hard. Retest, finally went through, right? Banged up on it 2-3 times here. Bam, right through. Retested it as support. Bam, we're up here now, right? Then if you look, this support, this kind of like this trend line, I think this is probably at this point invalid. And now we've got this massive support level here at about, I'd say like 2,200. It's something like that. I drew a fib here to take it from basically this big support all the way up to the top. And I drew a little channel here that kind of shows where not Bitcoin, sorry, this is ETH, where ETH could be going. And I mean, it's following it pretty decently. It's like, it's kind of like Keeper Scribbles, right? It's like, it's really good. It's staying in that range, but we've got a, if you look right here, there's going to be like a line in the sand right here. If it doesn't bust out here, there's going to be like a line in the sand.
How low is that?
It's like $2,600.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see us getting there because it's staying, relatively in the middle of this right now. But if it does bust down like right here past this previous kind of like bounce point, we could hit it right down here to about the $2,600 range. And if we lose this, I mean, it's no holds barred down to about $2,200, unfortunately. So
that's going to take a big move from Bitcoin for
massive move. Yeah, it's going to take some serious stuff to move it that far. But it could happen. We've seen it happen a bunch of times. News-based stuff happens where dude, I mean, black swan events, we call them out all the time. We'll see what happens. That's just on the daily, obviously. I look for longer time frames. I'm usually on the daily, the 4 hour, and not a lot, but sometimes on the hour because I'm doing swing trades. So obviously, I you see how I just got wrecked doing something stupid on my last trade. So I stick to swing trades.
All right. Well, I appreciate that was not Barbarian TA, by the way. That was.
Yeah, I just know that like when I see stuff, it's hard for me to articulate it because for whatever reason, my brain just like recognizes it sees the lines without them being there, and it sees the trends and patterns. Right. And it's hard to like tell people like, hey, here's the pattern. It's hard to articulate it sometimes.
Yeah. We just came back up through as TradeFly was talking about the move to the upside on Bitcoin. So I had it as the value area high at 64, 896, right? I had this as the value area high right here. We broke up and through. Now I'm on a 1 minute chart, being really clear here for everybody watching. All right. I'm just looking at a very, very close zoomed in time frame, but we have broke through what I would be looking for after learning some stuff from some of the guys on the show. For me personally, I'm not entering a trade right now. I would wait for a retest of this value area high. If we retest this value area high and bounce back up, that would be that retest would be where I would like to get an opportunity to jump in on a short-term trade. TradeFly, thoughts on that? I know you are part of the crew with OC, and I know OC guys is the guy that loves the retest trading. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I know OC is really big on the retest. To be honest with you, I was kind of tuned in to what I had going on, so I got into a trade.
All right, well, you're kicked. You don't listen to the host, so therefore Drew wins by default. No, I'm just kidding. What were you? Are you in a trade? Is that what you were looking at?
I was, and I show an ROI of 2.68%, but I lost money. So I guess the fees got me.
Probably.
They always do, man.
Yep. That is part of leverage. Welcome to leverage trading, gentlemen.
I know. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
It's hard, especially when you toss a bunch of leverage onto a trade. A lot of people, we've talked about this in the past, right? The reality is they are allowing you to play theoretically, and it's not even theoretically, it is, with a lot more freaking money, right? And so ultimately, when you feel like, I only had $100 on there, well, on 50X, you were playing with $5,000, and on a $5,000 trade, a $20 fee is not some insane thing. Drew, I see you smirking. Is that a good smirk or a bad smirk?
No, bro. I got to show you this. This is just funny, man. This is just funny. it liquidated 1 cent worth of my position.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. That partial liquidation, yeah, it was 1 cent.
Oh, I need somebody to explain that to me.
Yeah,
I have
that was
no idea
wild.
what that's about.
I think I'm just gonna close this because it's starting to turn on me. I think I'm just gonna close it all the way out
Take your
because
losses. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think like I don't know how it's estimating that I'm profitable. Oh, I gotta do the market close. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, I don't know what's going on here, but whenever I do limit, I don't know if you're seeing this on your end, TradeFly, but say I want to close it out and I'll put like 12,803, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just hit backspace 3 times, but it only gives me 1. And then I got to do it again, and then I got to do it again, right? And it takes a second to register.
Is it
Mine's
jumping
super
through
delayed
that
right now? It's just today. I haven't noticed it until today, but mine
It's
is
just
really
like
delayed.
super laggy. I noticed that, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close this trade out. I'm gonna just take the hit. What is going on?
I think I took a little.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, let's see where it ended up. I'm sure I got absolutely demolished on.
You didn't do that. You didn't do anything too crazy.
I lost $6, $7, $7, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Took a little negative hit there on the
We'll
Rats trade. So listen, you've got 32 minutes left, Drew, to let's do a check-in. We got 32 minutes left. TradeFly, you started at 1047. Where are you at right now?
Yeah, so I lost out on fees on that one. So I'm at 1046.
1046.
Not too bad.
Okay. The man is down.
I lost $7. So
$1.
I'm at 937.70.
937.70. Let me do some quick math for you. Quick math tells me, Drew, that you need about $273.
God, Jesus.
$273 gets you the dub, you know? So just so you're aware, we need to figure out, or you need to figure out rather, there's no we in this part, but you need to figure out what the hell where the hell am I getting volatility from?
Yeah, dude. Can you pull that thing up again? The bubbles?
Back over to the bubble, sure.
Yeah, because FTM did me good, but it's
I wish
not
you could
at a
trade
place.
I wish you could trade not coin because damn, that thing has been absolutely getting wrecked today.
What about safe or
safe? I don't know if that's safe or core. Look like some decent volatility happening. And with Bitcoin bouncing, if I click back over and I take a peek, just kind of my thoughts, Bitcoin bounced off and is continuing to move on the 1 minute at least to the upside. And look, we might get this retest that I was talking about right here. We've got again, we're on a 1 minute, but we've got a candle, a red candle forming that might be headed back towards this. I guess we'll see if that plays out or not. But here, the bubbles.
Right so on the 1 minute chart, now it's retesting the area I was looking at for support.
So, it's starting to trade. Let me see it. I'll pull it up.
Well, it was support, and now it looks like it wants to act as resistance. I might have my screen up. So this blue line, this was my initial trade. This was my initial exit right here.
Yep.
Now it's coming back up to retest that area, and it looks like it's rejecting.
And that's 65K?
That's 65, probably 98.
Okay. Right around 60. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. These big numbers always come into play. They are always for whatever. I think it's because people in their minds, when you say, oh, well, where are you going to exit on Bitcoin? When was the last time you heard somebody say $86,432? Yeah. Like, no.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'll give you.
90K, or they're going to say 100K, or they're going to say this, that, or the third. I have learned over time, figure out what your number is and take a little bit off of that number, because that's just going to,
I think we talked about that like last show. I was like, have an exit plan and don't be a whole number.
Don't go all the way to the number.
Yeah. I'm taking it up to 100K. Yeah. You think that's going to work? Good luck, man.
Yeah. 100K will be definitely one that, if it gets tapped, I think it'll tap and dump. Right. Or, I
think people have their
you get the idea. You get the other part of it is, if we start to consolidate around 80, 90K or something, and then all of a sudden you get some ridiculous god candles that take off and you blast through. But I think 100K is going to be really hard to get through. Really,
I'm not messing with it. If it gets up there,
if it gets to 90, if it gets to 90K in that area, are you starting to pull a bunch?
I mean, I'm not a big HODL person. So I did start a DCA account for our Piper Academy. And basically what I'm doing is I'm putting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I'm letting them choose the other 2 tokens. Looks like we lost you.
No, you didn't lose me. You didn't lose me.
All right, cool.
You said you're choosing those 2 tokens and doing what? You're saying using those as HODL bags?
Yeah. So that's my main like hodl. Like I was holding Bitcoin a while ago. I ended up selling that and reinvesting into real estate. So I bought a couple properties off of some of the profits, and then
Nice.
I had Ethereum.
Listen to you. I bought a
staked.
couple properties, not just one property. The man bought a couple properties off some profits. I love it. All right.
Yeah. Well, you know, you need money for a down payment. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
That's great.
I did that. So that's kind of my hodl bag, to be honest with you. But I have a plan there, and I'm basically, you know, I'm paying, you know, more than I owe. I'm paying down the principal. I'll have both of the properties paid off in 10 years. So basically lining it up with retirement. So that's going to be between the two properties about $8,000 to $9,000 a month. That'll be coming back to me. You know, obviously that doesn't include all the expenses, but that'll be coming back to me every month. And then, you know, I'll have retirement, military. You know, so I'm trying to time it all up so that in like 10 years, I'm done skis, man. Like I can do this and just have some fun.
I talk about all the time 2030. I've got it written on my refrigerator. 2030. Old fashioned beach.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
I want to be able to have the ability to do that, right? Not that I will execute on that, because I know me. I would be the guy who, so my wife's dad retired, and within, I don't know, 3 months maybe, he's back in working. He just was getting bored, right? And I told him, I'm like, Jeff, like, you've got to have something. If you're going to be able to retire, this is the way I look at it anyway, you've got to have something to put your time towards. And he didn't really have like a hobby that he would really, you know, get into, right? So he was, you know, okay, the yard's done, house is looking good, what am I going to do, right? And I think that a lot of people pick up golf. I used to golf a ton. You know, for me, it's traveling.
I've been doing
that. To travel. I want to be able to travel and play golf. That's a winning combination right there. Speaking of travel, Drew, TradeFly, are either of you going to Consensus?
I am. I'll be there.
Okay. No, Drew, go ahead, TradeFly. What'd you say?
I was just gonna say I'm going to Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville.
Yeah, I'll see you there for sure.
I'll be there too.
Okay, awesome. Drew, I'm only going to be in Austin for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then I leave early Saturday morning. I'm going to be there for the fight. I'm going to be there obviously for some of the events or whatever. So let's make sure to link up and kick it.
Dude, 100%. 100%.
Hey, listen, Drew shows up in a t-shirt here, but when we see him at events, this man's got a 3-piece suit on or something. He's always looking fresh.
Hey, I'm going to share my screen really quick. I'm going to see if you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So, all right. So I'm profitable, man. Like, I want to lock these profits in. If I click take profit stop loss and I do trailing take profit stop loss and I put my activation price here, my activation price is saying that's where my trailing stop loss is set right now, right?
I haven't messed with it on CoinW, to be honest with you.
I think that the activation price is the price at which you're changing it to, isn't it? Aren't you making a change on the order at that point?
So what happens is every time it moves, like say 1%, it'll drop your stop loss down. See what I'm saying?
Okay. So you can't set just a number on it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I just don't want to mess this up because like this is a profitable trade. It's absolutely wrecking shit right now. So like I want to write it down here, right? I want to write it down to like 78 cents, but I don't want to mess up my trailing stop loss. And I've never done it on CoinW. So I'm saying like my callback rate will be like 2%, right? Let's see what that means. 0.79 times 0.02. So that's like every 1.5 cents.
I wish I could tell you the answer.
It needs to be 0.1.
I wish I could tell you the answer. I do not know. I've just actually changed my stops in the past. One of the things that I want to tell CoinW that I think they should do is have the little bar on there where you can slide it up. You know what I mean? They don't have that on there, do they?
Let's see if I'll just try it, dude. Let's just see if I can do 0.785 or something. And then we'll do a 0.0107875. That's what it needs to be. 75.
Dude, this shit's lagging so hard.
Yeah, it is.
Short needs to be what?
Damn, this thing's dropping too. Confirm 7865. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't take me out. Like, no, it's set. It's set. No, I can see my order there. How do I cancel this shit? No, don't do it. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. It's doing it.
Dude, look at that. You're up over $100 on this trade. Did you lock in something around that? How high did you lock it in at? How much profit? $80?
I haven't locked anything in. I put a trailing stop loss on.
Okay.
So now,
but you set the trailing stop where? You set the trailing stop where?
7865.
Which puts you at?
Damn it.
Oh, it took it. It took it.
It got me, bro.
Dude, you just had a great trade. That's a freaking. What did you just? Let's see the order history on that.
We got $92 profit,
bro.
Yeah, not bad.
TradeFly, you better wake up, bro.
$50 order too.
You better wake up, bro. Let me get an update here. We got 22
big
minutes.
Ass trades like that though. That's the problem.
This is getting interesting. Drew, what are you at?
He's fighting.
What are you at?
Yeah, that's one thing, dude. I'm coming back on my shield or I'm coming back with it. So 1022, baby. We're profitable again.
Dude. He's above where, hell yeah. He's 1022. And TradeFly, where are you at?
So I don't have, I'm in a short right now. I'm plus $20, up 4%, but it's not realized. So it's estimating about 1062.
Okay. So you're up about $20. So effectively right now,
what's
Drew,
Bitcoin
you need about you need about 200 bucks ish. 200-ish, depending on what happens with his trade. Crypto fam, if you haven't smashed the like already, fix that problem. If you're in mobile and you're like, how the hell do I do that? X out of the live chat, hit the like, come right back in. Thank you all for being here. You could have been hanging out anywhere on a Thursday, but you're with your boys over here at CryptoWarz. This is the semifinal. Either Drew or TradeFly is going to advance to Monday, the final 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be Bullish Trader looking for his second win out of 4 seasons. CryptoFace has won 2 seasons. Bullish Trader has won 1 season. And now we've got the 4th season at play at hand here. That's going to be either TradeFly or Drew. And then they'll be with Bullish Trader and OC guy. So that's Monday. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a good. It's going to be a good day. Let me flip back over and check out what Bitcoin's doing. Let me take a little peek for us here. All right. So, hey, look. If I would have traded this, look at what guys. It's almost like I'm learning something here. It's almost. You'd almost think I've learned something here. Okay, this would have been the trade right here that I would have taken. Right. I mean, literally this right here. Right. We came back down. We actually blasted through it. Came back up, boom, and I guess technically we didn't wick back down here, but we retested on this value area high right here, and then guess what? Right now, again, on a 1-minute chart, we are headed to the upside. We're at $65,024. We're taking off, baby. We're headed to the moon. It's probably going to be 100K by the end of the show.
I made such a big mistake.
What'd you do?
So I had a 64800 in my limit order. I hit close, but I didn't go back and cancel it out. So when I put in 64885,
look at this thing taking off, baby. 65.1.
That just crushed me.
Ooh, this thing's running, baby. I hope somebody's got some longs in there. I don't know who.
I'm short, and that was a huge swing.
It was a quick swing. $100 like that on Bitcoin is a lot of liquidity. If you ever watch the order books to try to keep up with it, $100 move like that. I know in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing, right? But there's a lot of money going in to make that quick, that quick $100.
I don't think I can pull this off, bro.
I do. Come on, bro. What do you mean? Listen, the lions believe
why I say that.
Lions.
The reason why I say that is because it's only letting me put in $150 orders at 50x leverage. I was trying to put a $250 order in, and it was like, no, you've exceeded. You can't do it.
The risk.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, you obviously only have the $1,022 to play with.
Yeah.
So
I got to hit at least 2 more trades in order for this to happen in 19 minutes.
Well,
and they got to be like the same style.
I wouldn't say that, or just one banger, right?
Right, but it's going to have to be a banger. And I just had 2 bangers. Almost 100% profits on both of them.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This has been great. I am impressed with the ability to turn it back around if after that huge hit. So if you guys are just tuning in, Drew took a big hit. He got mystified. He got
lost
hypnotized in TradeFly's beautiful TA earlier. and got absolutely wrecked. He got liquidated on a trade and was down $300 or something, right?
Yeah, watch my TA.
And he was all the way down. He went from 1210 to $937, right?
No, eight.
Or no, 800 and you went from 1210 to 860. So 1210 to 860 to 937 to 1022. This has been a nice nice amount of movement going on here. And TradeFly has just been trying to, see if he can hang on here and see what
nickel and dime.
Yeah, Crux of Crypto said only 150.
I'm losing my ass on this one.
Oh, you getting smacked on one?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Well, you've got a short in on Bitcoin, and your boy Keeper told you the retest happened. So when I tell you,
bro,
I told you.
I had it though. I just it was one of those things. I put in 64 like 800.
Yeah,
and it was in my open orders, and so I was like, hey, let me update it.
Do you have a stop set? Are you like, could you walk away from this trade right now and show me some TA on Coochie?
No, I'm in this one right now.
All right, cool. Let me pull this up. I'm going to pull it up. No worries whatsoever. So I want to throw this out there for all of you. Again, the meme coin space, you are gambling. Okay. I want to make that really freaking clear. You are gambling. I have a good friend in Crypto Blood who is a part of this project. I don't mention projects at this point that are meme coin related unless I'm involved, unless I'm like in there, right? And so I have linked up with Coochie and my buddy Crypto Blood, and I'm gonna tell you the backstory. So at like 200K, I was talking to him. His project was at 200K. I think Tonald on Ton, one of my projects was at maybe 400K, right? And so we were talking to each other. I limped in. I limped in. I only put 1 Solana in, right? And I opened up a wallet yesterday, and this thing was at like 1.6 million, right? So I was like 8x up on that Sol. And I was like, am I looking at this right? I'm like, freaking fantastic. Then I talked to Blood, and Blood started telling me how there's some big things. I can't tell you what it is, but there's some big things happening. So that was at like 1.6. So I tossed in another like 5 Solana, something like that. Actually, no, it was like six. It was around $1,000. So 6, 7 Sol, something around in there, added to the position at like 1.6. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing's at 3.7 and not showing signs of slowing down. Look how beautiful. Let me zoom all the way out here. Look how beautiful this chart is. I want to show you guys. This is a pretty chart. Now, if let me zoom out to the hourly so I can look a little farther out. Okay. So this came out on April 19th, 2024, right? And then we have been absolutely we made a nice little pump off the first few days. Boom. A little bit of a pullback. Nice little pump. Nice big, I don't know if you could call this a cup and handy or not. But then, ladies and gentlemen, blast off. This thing has been ripping. So it's a 3.7 million. If you do type it into DEX tools, it's COOCHIE if you're trying to look at it. Their X platform is, well, let me pull it up for you right now. I'll show you. It's Coochie Meme. It's CUCCI meme if you guys are looking to check that out. But it has been absolutely ripping. And you know what? I'm looking for some big profits on this thing. I'm really appreciative of having some of that information on the backside. I did a little short video on YouTube a little while ago and was talking about the things that you need to be successful in meme coins, and they are information, luck, and patience. And I think those are the 3 things combined that you need in the meme coin space. And a lot of people will push back on the patience part because all of their friend made this much money overnight, right? That is not the norm, to be clear with everybody. That's not the freaking norm. The norm is project takes off, dumps hard, community builds, and then at some point when it gets the right type of what's the word I'm looking for? Like spotlight, right? Then it takes off. So a lot of these things, I've opened wallets. I was telling TradeFly earlier, I've opened wallets that I almost forgot that I had and was like, whoa, hey, we got some money up in here. And so part of that is just being patient. So Crypto Independent says, good luck, Keeper. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is one of those that I definitely believe in. That. And then the other one that you guys hear me talking about is, and have seen me, charting and whatnot, is Tonald. This is on Ton. This is where I tell you guys, you've got to freaking open your minds up and be willing to, not be lazy, right? So ultimately, this chart looks like crap right now because I actually don't know why this thing's all the way down here. I'm not positive, but at any event, we got a lot of upside price action. We're pulling back and testing around the 1 million area right now. We're at 950K. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm shaving my beard at 15 million for this project. So I have a bet with somebody at 15 million. I'm shaving my beard and I will do it live. So if you want to be a part of making me shave my beard, get Donald up to 15 million and I won't be mad about it because I'll have a nice fat bag, so is what it is.
I'm making moves, bro.
Oh, Crypto Independent said you missed he said you missed the message before. He said that looks like all the charts I short. What goes up must come down. Crypto Independent, I don't disagree, but I happen to have some information that tells me that even with a big pullback, this thing still has a lot of legs to go. All right, what'd you say, Drew?
I'm making moves.
Making moves. You
want
to talk about them?
I'll share the screen. I'll show you guys. I got to, man. There's only like 12 minutes left, and there's like literally no volatility in the market right now.
It's so
I'm shorting FTM. I'm up $31, 21%. Shorting Bitcoin up $15, up to 19%. Shorting ETH and AVAX. Those suck right now. I'm down $6, $7 total on those.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Doing everything I can, guys. Doing everything I can.
Yeah. It's
there's only so
tough.
much money. There's only
and
so
you
much
have to be
volatility.
in and out of trades, right? And and this is what people don't understand. Maybe is that the reality is in trading, they tell you to be patient and wait for your opportunities. Chart it, wait for the opportunities. When the show starts at 1 and you got to start trading, and the show ends at 2:30 and you got to stop trading, you have to almost make your own opportunities. It is tough. Scalping is ridiculously hard. It is how I've learned to trade, though. So I feel like that has been beneficial to me looking on those shorter time frames when a lot of people are zoomed out looking at a lot longer time frames, and that's what they're used to. And then you make this big change, or if they're swing trading or whatnot, it's a really big change. I actually started because of Trading Wars with the scalp trades, and so I think that has helped me. But a lot of people do not, learn in that in that manner. They usually start a little bit longer time frames. So. Over under on Keeper having a butt chin. That's hilarious. Good one, great guy. Good one. You know what? I don't have a butt chin. No, true story. I look like a different human being for sure. Maybe I'll put a picture up of me on with no beard. See what you guys think. We'll see, because it
is always wild seeing people without their beard for the first time. You're just like, whoa.
It's a big change. I shaved it. Maybe I told this story the other day, but when my wife and I were trying to get pregnant, I had my beard all the way down to my chest because I said, hey, I'm not shaving it until I had it down to like this keeper, right, like literally about right here. So I'm not shaving it until you get pregnant. And then I was able to announce to my family. I walked in for an event and had my face clean shaved. Everybody was emotional, excited. It was cool. It was fun. But I mean, it was shocking when I, looked at myself in the mirror, because you get so used to seeing, the same thing. It's definitely a wild thing to see. But no butt chin.
Your short's looking good right now, man.
Yeah, I've got them all in. I mean, they got.
Have you maxed out? Bro. Have you maxed out what you can do, Drew? Like you got all
I haven't,
the money?
but I'm trying to. I'm doing my best, bro. Oh, dude, I'm still trying to get my order in for like my sell order for AVAX. So I'm doing my Alan from the fucking Hangover thing right now, trying to come up with all these numbers and notice the patterns and stuff. So we'll say 33.87 on AVAX. Screw it.
I just closed one, so I'm at 1058 now.
Okay, nice. So look at this. We came up through the value area high, came back down, blasted through it a little bit, retested it, came back up, and again, I'm on the 1 minute here, and came back down and testing it, and right there, we shall see what happens. Now, if we look at Market Cipher B, we have the momentum wave kind of going to the downside. Sometimes what we want to look for is kind of a little bottom there, a little cup. that would be nice. But I don't see, at least right now, you can see it's actually still going down a little bit. So this would indicate that we might be looking for further downside. I don't see that bottoming out yet, but I also don't see a green dot. I don't see some encouraging things on Market Cipher B, or with the prime oscillators, the ribbon is headed to the downside as well. I don't know. I think we could see some more downward.
Damn it. It just closed another one of my trades. It was profitable.
It was profitable though.
Yeah. I'm up at 1070 now. I'm about $1.50 away from break even.
He's moving.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what a
my Bitcoin's up $30 right now.
What
honestly. Super impressive.
I'm impressed for sure.
Yeah. Like
I've made $50.
Yeah, I've just been using like 20x leverage, so I'm kind of like nickel and diamond, making like small trades, trying not to get wrecked.
The showing that you've had so far today, Drew, is probably, I'd have to think back to other shows, but is probably the most amount of movement overall that I've seen. Right? We've seen some big trades where somebody made $400 or $500 or whatever, but down and then all the way back up, it's impressive for sure.
We're doing it, bro. We're trying at least. We'll see.
Yeah. No, best of luck to you, bro.
We need 7 minutes, bro.
You need a dump.
Yeah, I'm screwed. We need a dump, like a big dump.
You need like a God candle to the downside, and then be able to exit it while said God candle is in progress.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All my orders are in. That's the good thing. Now I got to figure out, do I short FTM again? Because FTM's been showing me love today, man. FTM. But I'm in this limbo state where it's like, do you go long? Do you go short? I don't want to enter either way, really.
Yeah. What is ENA? What is this? Do we know what that is? ENA?
Where's it at?
ENA over here. If you look at my screen.
Oh, ENA. Never heard of it. Let's see if they got it.
Oh no.
I'll short it.
There's only so many different opportunities on the screen there, but I don't even know what that is. ENA. I'm gonna look on TradingView. See what it is.
Man, that's tough. I'm looking at FTM right now.
It's pumping.
It's
moving up.
I was gonna say it looks like a little area of support there at about 77.
ENA. I can't even tell you what this is. I wish I knew the name of it. That would be nice.
They said Athena.
Oh, it's Athena.
Still doesn't help me, to be honest.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling Bitcoin back up on Bybit here. Try to check out what's
Wish I had that Pump It song right now.
There we go.
I know he's short everything.
Yeah, well, we keep we come back over here. We just keep farting around with this value area high from yesterday, right?
I was trying to get into a long. I should have just marketed on FTM because it's already going.
We have touch point here, touch point here, touch point here, touch point here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about just inverse trading you.
Let's do it, dude. Let's make it.
Good luck, because he's got so many damn trades open right now. Yeah. Inverse trading him is going to be tough.
You were short, but if you're going long, then I'd be matching you.
Well, I'm only long FTM because it's hitting this little area where it might bounce.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking at. And I'm degenning. Like, this is 5-minute candles. Like, I'm just trying to make some serious moves, bro. Let's make it exciting for people.
We got 4 minutes left, Crypto fam.
Damn.
If you're just getting in here. Drew had a huge move today to the downside from $1,210 all the way down to $860, back up to 1022, and now he's back up over. Are you over 1,100 now?
I don't know. Let me pull it up. I'm at 1063.
1063. What a big swing! All the way down, swinging all the way back up.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
Making me sweat, bro. You came out as like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, I don't know if he's done, but it's not looking good. Now I'm sweating. Now I'm like, I might have to do some trading.
Shout out to Army Piper saying it's a governance token to algorithmic stable coins. Got it. That's what Athena is. Apparently somebody else said that it released a couple weeks ago. So,
dude, what else can I trade, bro?
I don't know. You better put money in something. You got 4 minutes to figure out putting money in something. Figure out which way you want it to go and put the rest of your bag
market
in
long,
somewhere.
market long on FTM. Let's see what happens.
Well, you don't want to counter trade yourself though either.
Yeah, but it can go long while Bitcoin's going short.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
an
yeah.
altcoin.
Gotcha. Just doing something different than obviously what.
Come on, just hit
it's a short
78.31. That's all I need. 78.31. I'm like fourth in the order book, bro. Give it to me.
Give it to me. Crypto Independence always talking about whiff. I think Crypto Independence got a big bag
dog whiff hat.
Whiff. I think he does because he always brings up whiff, and I think I remember him saying he had some wild trade open, like some 100x leverage wild trade on whiff that he's done really well on, I believe, for sure. Yeah. Do we continue to just bounce? Uh-oh. We got it again. Look, we're coming up. We're about to hit it again. Right here. We are all over that. It loves that. Now, at some point, it's got to make a decision here. So we're going to find out what that looks like. Maybe not during the show, but that 65-ish K, it's like we're, like 64,898 is really, I think 65 is holding as some heavy resistance right now. Keeps on keeping on the every touch there. So we'll see if it breaks down or moves to the upside. All right, we have 2 minutes left. This is the semifinals. Listen, let me shout out our sponsors real quick. Sponsors today and always. CoinW. Thank you, CoinW, for providing the liquidity. Thank you for doing the leaderboards. Thank you for all of the things that you've been doing for us. You've been great. Shout out to Validity. If you are not doing anything with your ETH, fix that problem. Be here tomorrow. Got an AMA with Crypto Zombie and Validity. So I think that's going to be a big show. Looking forward to that. And then don't be stupid. Use high IQ. There's a lot of indicators out there. Use those in confluence with whatever else is working for you. So check that out. If you're looking for any of that, those are all below my link in the stream. So that's another way you can support the channel. All right, let's see here. Here we go. Crypto Independent. 50x from the top of 332. Just closed out today at the support of 274. Made my week's paycheck in one trade. Shout out to you, Crypto Independent.
Nice.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Made my week's paycheck in one trade. Yeah, for sure. All right.
I'm sitting on my hands, man. I don't like these setups right now.
Yeah, I would do the same thing because Drew's in a tight spot right now. So dude, we got 1 minute left.
Amazing. Like,
oh, it's been fantastic. Yeah,
for
sure.
The fight there. It's just unreal.
Had that trade, the one where you were doing your TA, had that not have gone against him right now, or even had it not have been as significant, if it was only a $150 loss or something, he would have absolutely smoked it today. Yeah. So shout out to you, Drew. It is 2:30, good sir. Let's close
I gotta mark it out.
Let's close out the books and let's get a final tab on where we ended up. So Drew started at 1210. Like I said, went to 860, 937, 1022, 1069, like made a huge move.
Yeah.
Where did you end up, Drew?
Hold on. I'm trying to mark it out of all my shit. I've got like 4 trades open.
Yeah,
so give me like 2 seconds.
You started off at 1047. Where'd you end up?
I'm at 1,058.75.
Profitable. Love to hear that.
How do I okay, there we go. Cancel.
There is a close all option too, just so you know.
Okay.
That's gonna
damn, dude, my Bitcoin short's killing it right now, dude. $81 profit. Okay, so just close all. Okay.
Does that put them back in?
I don't know. Well, it depends on what the other trades look like. We're about to find out.
I gotta close this as market. All my shit's marked as limit.
The market's gonna suck because obviously you're gonna have a number of fees in there, which is gonna hurt. But it is what it is. That's the show.
Oh, close all is on. Damn, dude. My short just got wrecked. Because I thought you meant close all it closes all positions. It does not close all positions. It just closes everything you have in that one position.
Everything in that position, yeah.
All right. Let's do a damn. I got smoked on fees, dude.
Oh yeah. Because you were trading high leverage with a large amount of money, for sure. For sure.
Let's see. So I want to check my orders really quick. They were all profitable, bro. Like they were all profitable. Look at this one, 41 bucks, but $37 in fees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned that the
wild.
hard way.
Yep.
I won't market anything now.
Still finished out somehow above.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
that's
congrats.
2014.
Congrats, dude. That is impressive. You made a
awesome.
huge move to the downside and then a huge move back up.
Yeah, I tried.
So, Drew.
Yeah, you did.
You gave it hell.
Good stuff,
You gave
man.
it hell.
Good stuff.
TradeFly, congratulations, bro. You will be in the final
Ooh.
on Monday. You're out of purgatory. You are into the final. The final.
I'm gonna let Crypto Blood know I'm out of purgatory, man.
That's right.
Hey, really quick, what's the biggest somebody has moved their account to be? Like starting off with 1,000 on this show?
Magic Internet Money, I think, moved his $900 or something like that.
So almost 100%.
Almost 100%. But in fairness, I think one of those trades was after the show closed out. So maybe he was up 600 or 700 and made a big trade afterwards. That's think the biggest move has been somewhere around 70%, somewhere around there.
Nice.
Yeah. And then actually Crusader traded along in the background, not even really saying anything about it. Now he was trading outside of just show hours. So this doesn't truly count, but he doubled up his account while the season was going on, but he traded a little bit outside hours as well. So, but I think around 70% is the best that best that we've seen.
That's really good.
But didn't win when it counted, right? He didn't end up winning, right? CryptoFace has done really well. Obviously, he's won 2 seasons. Bullish Trader has won 1 season. He's in the final. So on Monday, 2 of the 3 people are going to be part of the Piper gang. TradeFly and OC Guy are both going to be in the final with Bullish Trader. That's 1 p.m. on Monday, Eastern Standard Time, fam. So props, TradeFly. Props, Drew. It was a hell of a fight, bro. You definitely put in the work today. So
much respect, bro. It's good. Definitely good meeting you, and hopefully we can cross paths again.
Yeah, Drew, I will shoot you a text. I'll shoot you a text about consensus so that we can link up there and we'll chat soon. But yeah, be back on Monday if you want, Drew, for the final. I'm bringing everybody back. So we'll look forward to seeing everybody. Crypto fam, thank you all for being here. As always, like I said, you could have been anywhere on a Thursday, but you're here with Trading Wars, here with the family. I love you. Question everything. Trust nothing except for your boy CryptoKeeper. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. We'll see you soon.